Hey, what's up? Fess up, McTruder. I just want to do this quick video. I just got to make some points. All right. I went into a store the other day, and I didn't wear my mask. I'm like, you know what? This is the day I'm not wearing a mask. And I fucking went in, and the lady was really nice at the checkout, and I was really happy that she was so nice. She was a Mexican lady, and she was really nice, but right at the end, she goes, and sir, next time you come in, please wear a mask. And I was like, what? I took a double take. I was like, look, man, I'm not 100% on board with that. So, I'll think about it. But to sit there and say goodbye to customers, I'm sure I can go somewhere else where they won't let me wear a mask. They won't force me to wear a fucking mask. And we have a little store here in my town, and I'm tempted to go in there and do the same fucking thing, but I don't want to, there are some risks. I don't want to push my luck in case there are ultra liberals in there that own that place, and I'm not trying to not be able to obtain resource, just because somebody has an itch to keep me out of the store. Because why? Because I don't want to wear a mask. But, I use a little discernment, but nonetheless, is it going to be one of those things where these economies are being shut down around the world, and it's not just America, and these economies are being shut down, and they're creating a scenario that would, under any circumstance, make an emergency president practically. So all they're trying to do is nothing worked with the Mueller investigation, and everything that's been slapped at Trump has fallen. And there you go. I mean, they're so mad. They're like spoiled brats, screaming up and down, like on the Andy Griffith show when a kid wants a bike and he shows Opie how to get it. He starts screaming up and down. That's what it reminds me of. That's what it reminds me of. And guess what? People, I don't like to use the term waking up because it just doesn't sound right. But people are starting to understand that the dog and pony show is constantly morphing, and so that you don't get an idea of the code that it uses to communicate. Because to be quite honest, that's exactly what's going on. You're being a little carrot in front of your face like a donkey, but if you were a donkey and the donkey keeps walking, and that's all they're trying to do, keep misdirecting them, keep misleading them so that they don't quite understand. We got this giant shit going up here in space and they don't know it. And at the same time, let's get them all quarantined off in case we need to drop some drones and do some population control. And you know what I'm talking about, those little things that explode on your forehead. Yeah. I was going to do this video about a comedy person. I'll just mention his name right now because he's really funny. His name is Jeremiah Phillips, and if you don't already know who he is, he's funnier, in my opinion, than even Red Fox, but he's just on a YouTube channel. So anyway, I wanted to talk about it, but right now I'm a little worked up, so we're going to move on. Yeah, Jeremiah Phillips is extremely funny, though. He's not always going to have the skit that's 100% wound, but it doesn't matter. He hits them off most of the time, and they come off clean, ripped, funny, all that shit. He's one of the better comedians out there, and he's just on YouTube. Let's see, what else? Okay, another thing, guys, you got to remember, with this economy and telling people to leave your store because they don't have masks, what's that going to do? That's going to tell, or it's not going to tell, it's going to take markdowns. They're going to start making markdowns on all their products because guess what? They're not going to be able to have as many customers coming and going there because people are going to start to refuse to wear the masks. And they're going to keep telling them to leave. So people will go elsewhere and do it. And then they'll lose their job from having less customers. So, I don't know. It's in the long run, if you treat customers like that. I just bought a shitload of stuff the other day. My cart was full to the brim and over. And, and it wasn't food stamps, okay? It's my own personal fucking money. And anyway, so when she at the end said, "Oh, next time wear a mask," I was like, "Oh, really? So how do you expect good customers to be turned away? At the same time, you're turning away people that you just maybe think just don't buy enough because they're not wearing a mask?" No, check this out, man. You're going to lose in the end right there. And the financial institutions are also going to lose. So this worldwide thing is not America's fault. This isn't Trump's fault. This is a worldwide thing. What I will say is that Obama, during his administration, set a lot of people up in the CDC and then went on his rampage about epidemics and bird flus and stuff. Remember that? So he was setting it into stone. So I think he's tied in with this bat virus somehow. He probably had it made. And we may see indictments in the future from somebody like that was a former president, Obama. Because I honestly think that he is trying to cause a power grab inside America. And, and he's doing it with, probably a lot of financiers and people are on board. So, and then people say, "Oh, no, you're way out on a limb, conspiracy theorist. No. Hey, guess what? Conspiracy theorist is a two-word terminology coined by the CIA in 1968 or something, or 7. And for people not to look into the JFK because it was a real simple explanation, Occam's razor, this is what happened, Oswald, blah, blah, blah. See ya. That's it. Bye. There you go. Bye. Oswald, bye. Yeah, they don't want you to know what the fuck was up. Fuck yeah, Occam's razor. Make it real simple. Hey, don't think about it. How about that? If you do, maybe there'll be consequences. In the backdrop, that's what they're thinking. These people aren't kidding around. Whoever they are, they're, if you want to call them the cabal, the secret, and I look at it like this. These people are in power. They want a protection against themselves. So they create this secret power structure, which you can call it a cabal or you can call it but really what it is, it's just a secondary interest, a party of interests that don't follow the MO. And they're in power, probably even more so than the people that we think are in power. So, yeah, that's why they're referred to as a cabal, because but you know what? Look, you can say Trump is that guy and stuff all you want, but the truth of the matter is, man, when you're a president, you have to feel things out. And, look, I don't agree with presidents a lot in general. That's my personal view. But if I was to pick a better of the few that have been recent, I'd definitely pick Trump. So you can't go after, a virus and compare any economy issues with him because this is a worldwide thing. It's not fucking just America. And as far as the protests go, I think I'm not even going to comment because if I was up against what I would call my infrastructure, my government, if I was up against them, and it's just an if I wouldn't do it in a way that would stand out until it happened, and that's what makes white people different. We're very creative strategically, look at the Patriots back in the day. I mean, the Minutemen were the same way, we were not stupid like the English motherfucking soldiers that would walk up with fucking lines of soldiers and just get blown away by our fucking cannon fire because they were so ignorant. All right, there you go. But now that is because they were Anglo, but they were Anglo under rule from somebody else who made up those strategic rules and was completely against what logistics are going to tell you, is that when you're fighting warfare, you try to keep stealthy. And because they didn't know that, it doesn't mean they were ignorant white people. They were just misinformed by their people that ran their shit. Kind of like anyone could be here in America or in any other country. So, at the end of the day, what's happening is we're caving to rules that are ruining the economy, and it's the Democratic Party that is seizing this opportunity to try to throw Trump out because they can't win and because a lot of them are feminists. So if you like women so much, and I do love women, I love to fuck, I love to have a relationship with a good woman. But if you love women so much that you go from being a man to a woman just because you're supporting them, because let's say you got a lot of subscribers, a lot of them are women. They're always complimenting you. None of them will fuck you, but they'll always compliment you. Isn't that a red flag that they're probably Democrats? Yes.